Now let's continue Power BI tutorial and navigate Power BI interface. Before we start exploring the Power BI interface, let's first talk about Power BI licensing options, because the features available to you depend on the type of license you have. Power BI offers several versions: Free, Pro, and Premium. The Power BI free license includes access to the Power BI desktop application and the Power BI service, the online platform. With a free license, users can connect to data, create reports, and build dashboards within their personal workspace, called My Workspace. However, they cannot share their content with others or publish to other workspaces. Free users can only view content shared with them by users who have a paid license. The Power BI Pro license expands these capabilities. Pro users can publish reports and dashboards to other workspaces, share content, subscribe to dashboards and reports, and collaborate with other Pro users. The dataset size, maximum storage, and refresh frequency are similar to the free version, but sharing and collaboration are fully enabled. Power BI Pro costs about $14 per user per month. The Power BI Premium per user (PPU) license includes all the Pro features, plus advanced capabilities such as larger datasets, more frequent refreshes, AI and data flow features, and dedicated performance. Premium per user content can be shared with both free and Pro users, as long as they have access to a premium workspace. The PPU license costs about $24 per user per month. There's also another plan called Power BI Embedded. This is an Azure-based service, not a user license. It allows developers and organizations to embed interactive Power BI reports and dashboards directly into custom applications or websites, enabling external users to view analytics without needing a Power BI account. In this course, we'll use either a Power BI free trial or a Power BI Pro license for our training exercises. Ultimately, the right license depends on your needs. If you're learning Power BI or building reports for personal use, the free license, with Power BI Desktop, is sufficient. For small teams that need to collaborate and share dashboards, choose Power BI Pro for all creators. If you need advanced capabilities such as larger models, paginated reports, and faster refreshes, consider Power BI Premium per user. Now let's dive in and explore the Power BI interface to highlight some of its key areas. Since we'll cover how to get data in detail in the next video, I've already imported the data into a Power BI file with the .pbix extension and saved it on my desktop. So let's go ahead and open that file to walk through the Power BI interface. Across the top of the Power BI desktop, you'll find the ribbon. The ribbon is organized into tabs, and each tab contains groups of commands, just like in other Microsoft applications. The ribbon layout changes depending on the view you're in, which might take a little time to get used to. Next, let's look at the navigation pane on the left side of the screen. This pane lets you switch between different views. The report view is the default view when you first open a file or load data. The data view displays your data in a grid-like format, similar to an Excel table. The model view shows your data tables and their relationships in a diagrammatic layout. Finally, the DAX query view, one of the newest and most powerful features, allows you to write and test DAX queries directly in Power BI Desktop. This view is only available in Power BI versions from 2024 onward. These are the main views you'll switch between when working in Power BI Desktop. Let's see the report view first. In the report view, the large blank area in the center is called the canvas. This is where you'll build visuals using your data. At the bottom left, you can see page tabs, similar to sheet tabs in Excel. You can add, delete, duplicate, or hide pages here. Below the page tabs is the status bar, which displays context information. For example, in this report with a single page, the status bar shows page 1 of 1. The information displayed here will change depending on the view you're in. Now let's move to the right side of the screen. There are 3 different panels. They're called panes, specifically filters pane, visualizations pane, and data or field pane. You can collapse any of these panes by clicking the small arrow in their top right corner to get more canvas space. We'll discuss the filters pane in more detail when we start creating visualizations later in this course. The visualizations pane is where you choose what kind of visual you want to create. You'll find many chart and visual options here, and we'll explore them thoroughly in upcoming lessons. The data or fields pane lists all your tables, such as customers, departments, orders, and products. Once you bring data into Power BI, for example, from a database or Excel workbook, it appears here as tables. All of the tables come in collapsed. You can expand the table by clicking the arrow on the left. You see the fields that are in the table, but not the data that's in the fields. Let's quickly look at some field symbols. You can see the sigma symbol in front of defective rate, as well as a couple of other fields. That's an indication from Power BI that this field contains numeric data. So whenever you see the sigma symbol, it means the field contains numeric data. Also, you can see the order date field, which has an expand arrow in front of it. And when you expand it, you'll see what's known as the date hierarchy. Notice the symbol in front of the hierarchy. It's indicative of a hierarchy in Power BI. You'll learn about hierarchies in later videos. When expanding the date hierarchy, you can see that the order date has been broken down into year, quarter, month, and day. That's what's in the date hierarchy. You'll see new symbols appear here later in the course when we create measures or perform advanced actions in Power BI. Now let's come to the data view. Click on the data view button on the left navigation pane, the second icon from the top. In this view, you'll notice that the ribbon has a new tab called Table Tools. The ribbon updates automatically depending on which view you're in and what actions you're performing. The data pane remains visible on the right and can be used for navigation. For example, if you expand a table and click on a specific column name, Power BI will automatically navigate to that column in the data grid. At the bottom left, the status bar shows which table you currently have selected, how many rows it contains, and column statistics such as distinct values. For example, if you're viewing the customer number column, it might show that there are over 1,224,793 rows and 163 unique values. Next, let's switch to the model view, which is the third icon in the navigation pane. Here, you'll see your tables displayed in a diagram layout, showing how they're related. Power BI automatically detects and creates these relationships when possible. On the right, there are 2 panes, the Properties pane and the Data pane. The Properties pane includes a general section and an advanced section, where you can configure table and field settings. We'll explore these options in depth in later videos. At the bottom, you'll see page tabs, for example, one called All Tables, which displays every table in your model. For larger datasets, you can create additional pages to organize related tables into groups. Finally, let's look at the DAX query view, available only in Power BI Desktop 2024 and later. This view provides a dedicated environment where you can write, run, and test DAX queries directly against your data model, similar to how you'd run SQL queries against a database. We'll dive deeper into this feature in a future video dedicated to DAX. That brings us to the end of this part of the Power BI desktop overview. In the next lesson, we'll explore how to connect to and import data from different sources into Power BI desktop. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to support this channel. See you in the next video.